So I turned the corner, I looked up, and holy smokes, I've never seen anything like that. My husband Tom and I were walking around downtown Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We were just checking out some of the sights. Pittsburgh is a super fun city. We were in town to visit Falling Water, a house designed by Frank Lloyd Wright in 1935. The house is an architectural masterpiece located roughly 70 miles southwest of Pittsburgh, so that's what brought us to town. So we're walking around downtown, and we just happened to walk past the headquarters of PNC Bank. And right there on the side of this building was a humongous living wall. I know it sounds a bit naive now, but back in 2012, this was the first time I ever saw such a large-scale vertical garden, and I was completely enamored. The PNC Living Wall was installed in 2009. Unfortunately, it was removed in 2016. But at the time of our visit, this was the largest living wall in North America. It weighed approximately 24 tons. That's the same weight of 5 male elephants. It was beautiful and made the downtown look absolutely amazing. And you know what? I thought, gosh, I want to learn how to build something like that, or figure out how to do it, obviously on a much smaller scale for my garden. So when I got home from my trip, I started researching vertical gardens. And my research led me to learn all about an amazing botanist named Patrick Blanc. I'm going to leave a link to Mr. Blanc's website in the description of this video. What an amazing person, an amazing botanist, an amazing artist. I learned that Patrick Blanc was the inventor of the vertical garden. He was awarded the first patent for a vertical garden in 1988. He's created more than 300 vertical garden installations all over the world. His work is so inspiring. Patrick Blanc's first commissioned vertical garden was created for the Museum of Sciences and Industry in Paris in 1986. I started looking at all these photographs of vertical gardens. There were buildings that were completely covered with plant textures and plumes. It was incredible. And you know what? I thought, gosh, there's got to be a way to do something like this on a much smaller scale for our own gardens. Something more like a living painting instead of a living wall. Now, I knew I was never going to create something as amazing as the work of Patrick Blanc. But seeing that vertical garden in Pittsburgh really inspired me. So when I got home, I decided that what I was going to do was try to make myself a living painting. That would be like the perfect way to decorate a little patio space. It'd be like having a painting in one of your rooms in your house. So I went to Joann Fabrics and I got some wool felt and decided to make myself some pockets that I could use to plant some impatiens in. And my husband Tom was nice enough to build a frame out of some lumber that we had in the garage, and that's what we used to make a frame for the painting. I attached a thick plastic sheet onto the back of the frame to protect the brick from moisture, and planted the pockets with impatiens that I bought at the garden center. Now, I realize that this isn't even close to a Patrick Blanc vertical garden, but you know what? I just love this idea of having a living painting. I added a second vertical planter to my patio that I filled with coleus plants, and this time I bought the wool pocket planter on Amazon. It had larger pockets which helped keep the moisture inside of the soil. Vertical planters dry out fairly quickly, and they can be a bit messy when they need to be watered. Then I happened upon 2 other things that you can use to decorate a vertical space. I found these amazing things called brick clips. You can see them in this photograph here. I was able to use these clips to attach small pots of purple heart plant that I added to the side of the vertical garden. Brick clips can't be used to attach anything that's really heavy, but they're perfect for small little decorations that you want to add to a brick wall without damaging things. Another way that I love to fill a vertical space in a garden is to use a living wreath. The first year that I got this wreath form, I filled it with these super cute white and purple face violas. These wreath forms are a great way to decorate a vertical space in your garden. Well, I'm so thankful that back in 2012, I was wandering around Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and happened upon a vertical garden. It's amazing where you can find inspiration for your gardens. Hey, you know what? Hit me up in the comments below and let me know the crazy places that you've found something that you ended up putting in your garden designs. Well, that's it for this video. Cheers, friends. I'll see you in the next one.
Each and every day it's amazing, losing my breath on the daily again.